Good afternoon to you all. Our chief guest for this afternoon, Engineer Partli Champika Ranawaka, Honorable Minister of Megapolis and Western Development, President of the Institution of Incorporated Engineers Sri Lanka, Mr. Susanta Pereira, the Chairman of the Engineering Council and the President-elect of the Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka, Professor Sarath Abeykoon, other members on the head table, past presidents, senior members of the IESL, my fellow members, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased to be here at the 41st sessions this afternoon. The score is 39 out of 41. These are the cricket days and people are all talking in cricketing terms. But you will be surprised to hear that I have just come from a hospital room because I wanted to be here because I didn't want to spoil my record. And also, there's another reason about the Engineering Council. I was going to speak a few words, but I had to go back to the hospital to pay my bill and collect the drugs. The second reason is that I would like to highlight a few important matters who was behind the formation of the Engineering Council. Past presidents of the Institution of Incorporated Engineers Sri Lanka and senior members, past presidents of the Institute of Engineers Sri Lanka and senior members. In addition to them, we have had behind the scenes several persons who have been contributing very effectively. Let me start by referring to, I won't mention names, lest I embarrass them or miss out certain names. Let me mention, first of all, the first chartered engineer who was in the Sri Lankan Parliament was one person who was very much involved in the deliberation, have been talking to me quite often. I'm sure most of you know who he is. Then we have the Deputy Speaker of the Parliament, a former Deputy Speaker of the Parliament, who has been very much involved in the activities to setting up of the Engineering Council. We also, as mentioned already, we had a powerful and energetic minister of that time, not that he is not powerful and energetic now, who was also involved very much and steered the whole thing through the Parliament. And presently, we have handed this over to the Vice Chancellor of, a former Vice Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya and the President-elect of the Institution of Engineers. Someone might ask me, maybe at church, what happened to Dayantha Wijesekara in the council? The simple answer I heard was, he was overqualified. Because he was a vice, in his CV, he has said he's a vice patron of your institution and also past president of the IESL. So now one party thought I'll be siding this party thought I might be siding that. So I'm very happy I'm out of it, but I'm very glad that we have a very eminent academic from Peradeniya being the chairman of the Engineering Council. The reason is, since the time of Professor Tureraja, we have had very little contribution from the academics from Peradeniya. We have been trying hard. Some people think that Moratuwa is dominating it too much. But now, the arrival of Professor Sarat Abekoon, I'm sure is a very balanced person and is very much concerned about the engineering fraternity, and therefore, I'm sure the fraternity would definitely benefit. We have all heard the very common term used for a certain group of people in the world, and that is medical practitioners. We know who's a medical practitioner in this country is. What have we heard of the term very commonly? Who an engineering practitioner is? This Engineering Council Act makes it very clear who an engineering practitioner is. That is something very important this Act has brought into being. We can talk about medical practitioners, and now we can talk about engineering practitioners. And therefore, on registration with the Engineering Council, we have the engineering practitioners. Of course, to be a medical practitioner, you must be registered with the Sri Lanka Medical Council. But similarly, to be considered as an engineering practitioner, we have to be registered with the Engineering Council. I'm not going to take too long. I've been given only 10 minutes, and I'm going to wind up by giving 3 important points, once again on the Engineering Council. Firstly, I would strongly request the incorporated engineers who are here this afternoon to strive hard to become corporate engineers. Not that you cannot serve the country without being a corporate engineer, but it might be useful for interaction between both parties to be an incorporated engineer and corporate engineer. So strive hard. Similarly, we expect the incorporated engineers who are here, while ensuring there's quality, where quality assurance is also there, that you would encourage others who are at present outside the IESL and also at present not in the IESL, through a good quality assurance process, be brought into the IISL family and then brought the Engineering Council. I'm sure you will agree that we must strengthen our fraternity with all these 3 groups. We heard already about the Washington Accord, Sydney Accord, and Dublin Accord. We can't all be in the Washington Accord only. It's like a medical ward with only doctors, no nurses and attendants. That is going to be very bad. We need the balance of all 3. So while promoting all 3 categories, let us encourage them to go up the ladder and also fill their useful roles. With these few words, I would, one more thing, and that is, I hope the chairman of the Engineering Council, Professor Sarat Abekoon, and the council would take very important notice from the very start, from the very first year of the council, to remove unnecessary blocks, hurdles, which are being enforced for the smooth upward mobility of the engineering practitioners. That does not mean at the expense of quality. Quality comes first, then smooth upward mobility is also very important. I'm sure I know the few meetings, conversations I had with Professor Sarat Abekoon. Even though he's from Peradeniya, I'm very happy that he has thought of this very carefully, and I'm sure it will be a good asset, good blessing to the engineering fraternity in Sri Lanka. Thank you.